Hello guys, and you're welcome. In our last tutorial we created this fire animation. We can actually see the display window right here, kind of like playing this. If I wanted to open this, if I click on this once, it's going to open the project, or if you have the project already existing, you could just click on that and it will show you that preview, so you don't have to open the entire project like that. So this time around, what we're going to do is to create a candle animation, which is going to be similar to the fire animation. So let's just do that real quick. So I'll hit the plus button and let's go over here on the name. I'll just type, let's say, candle underscore anim, and I'll leave this at, I don't know, I just like 24. It's kind of nice, and I'll click start. And now we have a brand new blank project. We can start creating our artwork to animate. So the first thing I'll do is, I like having the layer tab open like that. So this is actually the layer tab, and then if I click here at the bottom left, that's the frame tab, and you can press F5 to open up that tab. So the first thing I'll do is to create a background, and I want to darken this a bit because it's white and it's roasting my eyes a bit. So I'll go over here to the bottom right where we have the settings, and on the general, let's see the view. There it is. Under canvas texture, we could just click on this. Let's select a nice cool color. I think this is okay, and I'll hit on that. And now we can see we have that nice background color. Next, I like using the pencil tool to create a basic sketch, and I'll click on the second color palette and I'll make this really black. And what I basically want to do is to draw a nice horizon line. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then once I have that, I'll just draw a candle. Say this is our candle, and I'll draw a nice little plate. Let's see, our candle is sitting on a plate on a table somewhere, and then we'll use this edge to create the candle edge, and then this is going to be the wick, and then along the edge we'll have some of those wax, some of that candle wax kind of dripping like so on the edge, just to give it a very nice looking waxy feel. So we have another one here, and then maybe another one coming out here, and we'll just indicate this at the body. Nothing too serious, nothing too complex. And here it is. We have our basic candle sketch, and what we can do is to use the eraser tool, make this slightly smaller, and then we can clean up this line here so we don't have, is it even cleaning? Yes, it is. So we'll just break up this line and just clear up our table and horizon line. That's it. That's our basic candle. Nothing too super duper, right? So cool. Okay, I think I'm overdoing it, but no problem. So that's our basic candle, and I'll just make the wick nice and big. So this is our background drawing. If we turn this off, we can actually see. If we go to layer 1 now, and let's start creating the frames for our animation. Not on background, we'll go to layer 1 and we'll start creating the frames we're going to use for our animation. So let's get rid of this frame. I just make sure I'm on layer 1, and on frame 1 I'll just start drawing a nice candle flame. So I'll just go over here like this, and what I want to do on the background is to set the minimum position. So if I draw a nice little line here, I could just do min, and I can draw a nice line above. Let's just go over here, and let's say this is the maximum. So this is the minimum range or minimum height of our candle flame, just the base, and then it can go beyond this, but I don't want it to go beyond here because I don't want the flame to be crazy. And I did this at the background layer because I can erase this anytime. So let's go back to layer 1, and just to see this very well, we'll just darken this a little bit. So let's go to frame 2. And I will turn on onion skin by hitting this one. So we'll just draw this like so, just to indicate that the flame is actually dancing. So let's add another one. And let's test it out to see if we're doing the right thing here. So nice. Now that's working, but it's very fast. So what I'll do is to go over here and I'll set our FPS to 12. So I'll go back here again, and we'll just drag the slider and set this to like 12. So if we turn this off, this is the frame we are on. This is frame 1, 2, this is 3. So let's click 1 for 4. So 4 is empty, and I'll turn on the onion skin to see frame 3, and I'll just make this slightly small, like so. Let's add another one, and let's make this slightly bigger as well, like so. Add another one, and let's make this, try to get back to normal. And I'm trying to always do that teardrop shape, just to indicate that our flame is kind of like moving. Let's add another one. So how many frames do we need to add? Well, it depends on what we want to do to have a good cycle. So I'll make this smaller, like so. And this is on 10 actually. So if I go over here, you see it's empty. So I'll start this up, and I just want to add just 12, since that's the number of frames I have. But it could be more than that, depending on what you need. So I'll add one more, like so. And I'll just make this one small and twist it. So that's a good one. So let's play the animation and see. So you can see we have this looping fire animation, and it's not looking bad. But I still believe for a flame, it's actually moving too fast, right? So it's like you're watching this and it's basically speeding up. But it's not a bad one. But what can we do to improve this? So let's go to our frame setup over here, and what we can do is if we click on the first frame, let's get back here. I believe we have options here. Let's go to select. So if you select this one and click on the time, we can set this to 2 and go to the 4, click on time, set it to 2, and let's test this. So let's get back here and let's play our animation. Alright, so let's go back to our frame and hold our odd frames in 2s. So let's, whoops, and accidentally went out of there. So let's get back here, click this guy, make sure we're trying to select frames, and I'm setting the timing of our frames, our odd frames, to 2. Go to 13, Now let's test it out and see. So this seems to be a much more less choppy. It's kind of choppy, but I just like the way it's arranging the speed. So, and that's it. What we can do now is to clean up. So I'll go back to the background. And I'll use the eraser and clean up this edge. Because these are just guides. Just clean up all these guides. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.